My name is Goldman. I'm the director and founder of Goldman and Associates. Our firm has a primary focus on family law issues here in Michigan, and today we're going to continue our video series designed to educate the public and our viewing audience. So please subscribe to our channel. Today we're going to talk about a very interesting topic in family law, a topic that is raised by a member of our viewing audience, and the question that comes up a lot. And the question is, does it matter if I date during my divorce or during my custody case? Well, you know, there are legal issues there and there are some practical issues there. So from the legal standpoint, the court is concerned in a divorce scenario with whether you're doing something that causes the breakup of the marriage. In other words, did you contribute to the breakdown of the marriage? If you're already getting divorced, there's already been a breakdown of the marriage. So whether you date or not date, frankly, the court's not going to care. Now, sometimes the court will say that there shouldn't be people of the opposite gender staying overnight at the house if you have children. Now, if you don't have children, the court certainly couldn't care less. But if you do, there may be issues, and you might need to think about that. Generally speaking, though, the court will not typically hold it against you. You got to watch out for one thing, though. In a custody case, whether it's a result of a marriage or not, one of the factors is the moral fitness of the parties. In a divorce, I guess one could argue that dating, while still technically married, though the divorce is pending, goes to the moral fitness of the parties. In other words, it's a decision that some people might regard as amoral because it is dating while technically still married to somebody else. I will tell you this, though, that most of the time the courts are a little bit more liberal about that, and while that may be a factor, it's probably not a factor that has a lot of weight. What you need to consider, though, is whether or not your dating is going to hinder your co-parenting of the child that you have together. In other words, if the person that you're dating is going to cause problems with getting along with the other parent, it's something to consider. I'm not saying you shouldn't date just because your ex is going to flip out every time they see you with a guy. I mean, you cannot enable that kind of poor conduct. But at the same time, you have to be mindful that there are powerful emotional agents at play when we're dealing with a parenting time situation. It also may take an emotional toll on your child. I mean, think about it. The child knows one person is your significant other. The person raised them. This is the mom. This is the father. Now all of a sudden, dad is bringing around another girl around the children. This may take an emotional toll on the kids. So while the court might not tell you to do it, while the court might not take a position on it at all, while they may say do what you got to do, it's fine. You have to always consider, should you do it, even though the law may allow it, because will it have an emotional toll on the children? And if the answer is, well, you've got to do it anyway because you got to move on, there are ways to handle this to limit the exposure, emotional issue to the children. If you have questions about that, reach out and we'll be glad to help you out.